In honor of spooky season, we are starting this video parked in a cemetery. So, hi, I'm Aubree.
Hi, I'm Michael.
And we are going to go driving around Traveler's Rest today. And I'm going to drive you through the good, the bad, the ugly neighborhoods that are Traveler's Rest.
There's not a lot of ugly neighborhoods.
There's not a lot of ugly neighborhoods. We'll talk about that. Have a running commentary on everything, but here we go. This is also our first driving video post Hurricane Helene. So you guys might get to see a little bit of like what happened in the neighborhoods around here.
Yes. And so the plan is to end up going down Altamont Road, which is a really beautiful road. It's where the big expensive houses are with the mountain views. Yes. But we don't know how much of that road is actually open because it's one of those big windy mountain roads. So I guess you'll just have to stick around to the end and find out.
If we actually made it all the way down Altamont Road.
I'm pretty confident.
I think we can. So, all right. So, first spot here. I think we've driven this area before. We're going to go drive it one more time. A quick pass through the Sunny Slopes neighborhood, which is not a bad neighborhood. It's your typical, 70, 80s. Oh, yeah. The cute pink door.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic. But the nice thing about out here is you don't have the HOAs in a lot of these neighborhoods.
Yeah, this looks like one of those neighborhoods that kind of has houses from different time periods.
Different time periods, different builders. These houses are neighborhoods like this. You've got the split level houses, the one level, 1,100 square foot houses.
Yeah.
Sold.
What's your average price point in this neighborhood?
Yeah. You can buy a house in here for mid 200s, low 200s. Not bad. So yeah, the quick drive-through of something like this. I would say this is a good neighborhood. Homes that are taken care of, but it's not you're not gonna find $500,000 houses in here.
No. I am seeing, I think I saw 4 Pizza Hut houses.
Yes, the Pizza Hut houses.
I think I saw 4 houses with solar panels at this point.
Yeah, this price point as well gets a lot of people that put solar panels on their houses. I've got a little bit of a soapbox, so.
Let's hear it.
Okay.
Before you get on the soapbox, where are we going next?
We are going, let's see here, we're gonna go out to 25 in the main drag and go ahead and drive back down towards the city of TR, and let's go take a quick drive through Glenview Park.
Okay.
So headed to Glenview Park.
Some newer houses, right?
Yes. They sell pretty well. These older houses also have bigger yards.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
It's a big lot.
Yeah. Nice big yards, which I know people want newer houses, big yards, but the newer houses, big yards means the price goes up considerably, but you can live in a older house, big yard, and fix up the older house to really be what you want it to be.
All right. Give me your soapbox.
Okay, here's my soapbox. Solar panels do not increase housing prices in South Carolina yet. Okay. And I feel like the vast majority of people that get solar panels on their homes are looking for their electricity bill to be like, to have savings brought to them by those solar panels by not having to pay the electrical bill. The thing that they don't tell you is that years ago, crossing over the Swamp Rabbit Trail, years ago, solar panels, like the most expensive solar panels I saw were like $15,000 maybe. And now they cost like $30,000 to $50,000. And that's like, nobody can really afford $30,000 to $50,000 outright. Hospital right here, that's important to know. Prisma campus, emergency room, so on. So anyways, back to the soapbox. So they end up getting a loan, or they lease the solar panels. Well, the monthly payment, normally whenever you're paying something off, it goes down. But with solar panels, the monthly payment goes up as you're paying them off. And then also, they don't increase value of your home at all. Like, maybe. I've seen them given like $13,000 worth of value on an appraisal when the panels themselves cost $30,000. It hasn't caught up here yet.
Yeah.
So I truly do believe that in South Carolina, solar panels are a scam right now. Because you will never get your dollar for dollar value back out of them, even though the solar company people swear up and down that they do.
So, fun story. When I first moved here several years ago, I was like, well, I don't know anybody. I need to get a job.
You sold solar panels?
I sold solar panels for like a month and a half. And I quickly realized, like, this is not it. One of the big things is that for it to really make sense financially, like, your electricity bill needs to already be super high. Like, maybe if you've got like 4 kids and your mom living with you,
a heated swimming pool, something
like that, like maybe it makes sense. Like, if your electric bill is consistently $300+ or whatever, maybe exactly. Then it's like, if it's already like that, then maybe.
Or, oh wow, look, this is just like 4 little houses over here. Also, fun story, I know somebody in this neighborhood, Glenview Park, again, that is going to be selling their house in like the next 6 months. So, if you want to live in a neighborhood like this, you should reach out, because I might have something off market for you.
Nice. Yeah, this is a good little neighborhood. New construction. Well, newer. How old do you think this is?
5 years.
5 years.
I've shown a couple of these houses, like as resales, and then I've walked through a lot of these whenever they weren't completed yet.
Yeah.
So.
The only thing I don't love about this neighborhood is the not cul-de-sacs.
This is true. That back there.
What we just saw.
But if you see, they fit 4 houses on that little, they could have either taken up a lot more space to create a cul-de-sac and only put 3 houses, or they actually squeezed another house back there. See, that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's an idea, but it also doesn't allow for easy turnaround.
No.
But they are pretty. I like houses that aren't all just kind of boring colors.
Right.
Now, since we are over here so close to the high school, this isn't a great area that we're just gonna drive really fast through it. Okay.
Yeah. Speed round.
Yeah, we're not gonna go deep into it, because
is it this road?
No, I think it's No, that's the high school.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, that is the high school. And the next road is the high school as well. Then you have Duke Energy has a spot here. We're going to do this right here.
Yes, here we go.
So.
When you have one of these gas stations at the front of the neighborhood.
Not always. Not always, Michael. Okay, so when we say that there's ugly, like I don't want to say this neighborhood is so ugly, because it's just an older neighborhood. But I will say this is an area that there is not a specific, like, yes, it's called Village West, but this area, I'm just going to tell you, you got to be a little careful back here. So, they're trying, like, over here to the right, there are new build homes, but they're not, like, super crazy extravagant. Over here is the Little Creek area. If you are going to drive back here, you have to be careful where you're driving, and I wouldn't look at houses back here personally. My husband's a police officer. I've heard too much.
Yeah.
So
here we go. Okay, so quick drive through.
Quick drive through and we are done.
What's the average price point in this neighborhood?
So mean.
That's not mean.
Okay, look. Average price point. See, okay, this is what's happening in these areas though. See, we've got brand new houses right here being built by Apex Builders. These houses sell for low 300s. The other houses though sell in the 100s. I mean, you've got cute little park, you've got the church over here, newer homes. In 5 years, I would be surprised if this entire area back over here is completely different. It's too close to downtown Travelers Rest to not get better. But if you look at crime ratings back here, these neighborhoods are, and it's just a fact, like, I don't feel like I should sugarcoat it for you. Those neighborhoods have really high crime rates.
All right, back to some good.
Back to some good. Ta-da! Woo! Oh my goodness.
We're good. Yeah, it's still up there.
The camera? Are we good?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're good. We've already lost one camera before doing this.
Yes, we have.
All right, where are we headed to next?
We are going to drive just some of these other neighborhoods along the way. This is White Oak Ridge. Kind of your typical, like, early 2000s build. You have a lot more one-story homes here. These are going to be like your 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom houses. They've settled. They don't have, big issues usually. And yeah, just, this is like a one-street neighborhood as well. So some larger homes in here, definitely. Let's see if this lady with the stroller hangs out for a second. In neighborhoods like this, like, sometimes they have an HOA, sometimes they don't have an HOA. I'm going to err on the side of this one does not have an HOA, mainly because all the mailboxes are different. And
I like that one with the flowers. It's a good one.
This is within Travelers Rest city limits. So, like, your street lights are going to be paid for by the city, probably in your taxes. Your sidewalks, your roads are going to be taken care of in your taxes. all of these neighborhoods, walking distance to downtown TR, which I love.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I mean, we're like here already.
Right here. Your doctor's offices, just a regular family practice.
Mm-hmm.
And
We just walked all of this
we did.
in
So
another video.
we have another video. I don't know if it's going to come out before this one or after this one. And it is, we went from one side of TR Main Street to the other side. And if that's something that's interesting to you, and these types of videos where we actually show the area are interesting to you, you should subscribe to the channel because we put out content like this all the time. And like to tell you about the area, the boots on the ground. And for you guys that are watching this, and while we're sitting here at a light, I can tell you that I'm a realtor. And we have a real estate team here in the upstate that is just so passionate about making sure that we help people make really good decisions and know where you are actually making the decision to live. A lot of people that move here, maybe they don't, like, they find the really great house, but then they don't do the research to be like, ooh, this actually isn't the best area to be in. So,
Yeah.
ooh, a beekeeping store, that's where that went. That used to be on Main Street. Travelers Rest, the library.
Mm-hmm.
Very important to know where your library is.
And just so that people know, like,
Yes.
obviously we do the whole upstate, right? But TR is kind of, it's your jam.
Yes, it is my jam. I live here. I've lived here for a very long time. Golly, when I first, this is the weirdest little intersection in all of Travelers Rest right here. It is not, it's a fork. Okay. So we're actually I'm headed to the neighborhoods that are off of Tubbs Mountain Road. Tubbs Mountain is like one of those roads that a lot of people live off of. So, Chicora Alley. So this road is quickly becoming a place, like they're trying to take Main Street to go downtown, down this road here.
Trying to like expand
Yes.
the downtown a little bit.
Yes, to expand the downtown and give it spots to more businesses, places you can walk.
And we're on Tubbs Mountain Road.
We are on Tubbs Mountain Road. And there is new construction neighborhoods. We're not going to go down that far. But Tubbs Mountain has a few nice new neighborhoods, bigger houses. But I'm going to actually take you in some of what my husband likes to call these are the southern neighborhoods that have been around forever.
Brick ranch homes.
Yes, brick ranch homes, homes that have just, lots that have been sold. So you have newer homes.
You know what I will say? I love the different styles of windows on the older homes.
Yes.
They may not be the most energy efficient
They were
by any
only
means.
energy efficient.
Right. But they are pretty. I like them.
There's so many things that used to be okay and used to be
Yeah.
what worked. But okay, see this house right there? Been renovated, that'll be a mid $300,000 house.
Yeah.
Easy. And all of these houses here are probably mid 200s because they're old, just because of their age.
Yeah.
But these are nice, solid houses.
They are.
And you don't have an HOA here, but you can tell people take care of their yards, they take care of their houses. Some people are like, peace out. I don't have an HOA. Don't talk to me about my front yard. It's just funny. But this is old Southern, but like,
Yeah.
that's cool. Somebody's lived there for a long time and done a bunch of work. So yeah, we just drove a neighborhood that's right off of Main Street again, and we're across from the high school again. Dentist office. I think there's like a bridal shop up here too. Let's see, what is, I've actually never been over here. CRB, Geological Environmental Systems. Ooh, it's during the storm, there was a massive tree that came down over here. Birdie Boutique. What's Birdie? Gifts, accessories, and more. Capello Salon. I read an article about this lady who just loved this pecan tree that was in her yard, and testament to her husband and how much he loves this woman. He went and got a crane and big, like, those cement divider things and chains, and he pulled that tree back up, buried the cement blocks, like big ones, in the ground, and chained the tree down.
Wow.
And to my knowledge, like, arborists and people were like, yeah, you should be just fine. Like, the tree was not damaged to the point of not being able to be saved. So, fun little story that's come out of that.
Yes, I love that.
I do love this view every time I drive into the city of TR. So that's Paris Mountain up there. And where Altamont Road is.
Should we go ahead and mosey over that way?
We can, yeah.
Cool.
Let's go. Because we've shown them the other neighborhoods before. Like, over this way, there's Watson Crossing, North Cliff, there's Points North, Pinestone.
Maybe we should mosey through Pinestone.
Pinestone would be an easy one to drive, so let's do that. Downtown TR right here. Pretty.
That is pretty.
Has a whole bunch. It's been a bookstore. It's been a game store. Now it's been a real estate office. Now it's an insurance office.
Upcountry Provisions.
Yes.
It's a good little spot right there.
It is a good little spot right there. All right, so Pinestone on Lumpkin Street.
Oh, Lumpkin Street.
Lumpkin Street. That's a great name. I love it.
I did not realize they were still building back here.
Yeah. Yep.
Tell me about Pinestone.
Pinestone, this whole development has been so controversial. So, as Pinestone has been being built, it is right down here, Traveler's Rest. You can walk, you can golf cart to Main Street. And I think Traveler's Rest is becoming quickly, it's gonna have to become even more golf cart friendly. So we'll have to tell your golf cart friends.
Elite Custom Golf Carts. Shout out.
Absolutely. About Pinestone, because this neighborhood, while you don't have the yards, big yards or anything like that, these homes are really good sized, and they've all been built within the last 3 years. So
there's also a variety of stuff in here.
yeah, it's not just one type of floor plan, and it's also like there's townhomes in here, there's apartments in here, there's single family homes with attached garages, single family homes with detached garages, there's duplexes, there's, oh dear, I don't think I can actually go around here. Doot. This is one of those non-cul-de-sac-y places to fit more houses.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go find Altamont Road.
Yes.
Which is right outside of Traveler's Rest. And
we're going to go drive down the main strip here.
yeah, so in order to get to Altamont, which is on Paris Mountain, we're going to kind of get to show you. We haven't shown you where all the big shopping is. I call it big shopping because it's Walmart, it's Walgreens, your Chick-fil-A is over here. Yeah, they've got a really nice big Goodwill over here, the Starbucks.
Actually, the thrift stores over here in Traveler's Rest are so good.
They are so good.
So good. Like, compared to the other thrift stores in the area, both the Miracle Hill and the Goodwill that are here.
Yes, very much.
2 thumbs up.
That's actually a really good point because everybody knows what Goodwill is, but here locally, Miracle Hill is, oh dear, come on, don't stop at a roundabout. Oh my goodness. There is one roundabout in all of Traveler's Rest, and it is proven that it has cut down on the traffic accidents. But oh my word, it tests my sanctity. Oh dear.
Back in that guy's day, they didn't have no roundabouts.
So much.
Anyways, Miracle Hill.
Miracle Hill is this area's Goodwill, but it's a localized Goodwill. And Miracle Hill is a big, like it has a big like a footprint here.
Yes.
That gives back in a couple different places. They have like children's homes. There's a women's home, women's shelter. And it's all, and Miracle Hill, just again, it's one of those places where they give back from proceeds of things, but I would much rather give my stuff to Miracle Hill.
We're also getting a little closer to Furman, I believe, right? Is this the backside of Furman over
Yes,
here?
this is the backside of Furman.
Big school around here.
Just a little bit.
Oh, we still got a power line down, so.
Everywhere. Okay, but here we go. So here's Altamont.
Moment of truth.
Sorry, I don't normally start on this side. So here we go.
So tell me about this Altamont area.
Altamont is Paris Mountain. So lots of people that live on Altamont want the mountain side of things. They want views, they like the big trees, the big curvy roads don't bother them. So like you see a lot more of the very expensive homes here in the area. I really hope none of them have like these big trees come down on them. So you get a lot of the woodedness, but then you have like a house and it's perched on the side of the mountain. Ears popping.
Yes.
Jesus. So Altamont, it literally goes up and over Paris Mountain, and there's a few different neighborhoods that are located on the mountain, and really I think it depends on which side of the mountain you end up living on. Like there's a side that overlooks Traveler's Rest, and you can see all the way up to the mountains that take you into Asheville. But then there's also this other side here, Tropicana, where those houses look over the Greenville side of the mountain. Wow, you can really see a lot of these big old trees came down.
It's actually not as bad over here
No,
as I
it's
thought it would be.
not. So if you're living up here, like, it's not uncommon to say, okay, I think houses up here start in like the 500s-600s, just because if you're going to live on a mountain like this, you might as well have a mountain view.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the houses up here, they start there. My friend Ray Mack lists a bunch of houses up here. My friend Holly Mae as well lists a bunch of houses up here on Altamont, because they're more of that luxury home, especially as you get towards the top of the mountain. So here's my quick thought on living on Paris Mountain. If we get snow or ice, you're not getting off the mountain because we don't have snow trucks.
Yeah.
So that's not happening. And the roads in general are windy mountain roads. So again, nothing to clear it, and it's gonna stay icy up here a whole lot longer. There are lots for sale up here. And then there are specific builders that also will build up here.
To your point you were just saying about the road being icy and, it just being a little more treacherous up here, a lot of people that live up here in this kind of price point typically will have some kind of alternative vehicle, or even...
See, cyclist right there.
like a bicycle, or a side-by-side, or whatever,
Something that'll help them get off the mountain if
something
they have
that'll...
to.
Yes, or even another house somewhere else,
Somewhere they can hang out. I do know that there are people that I know that live up here that have like second homes, but they're like a condo downtown Greenville.
Exactly, something. Yeah. This is a big cycling area.
It is.
I'm not big into the cycling culture, but
same.
I understand there are some big time cyclist people that live around here.
George and Campy.
There you go. All right, y'all. Well, thanks for watching.
Yes,
I'm gonna put a video over my face. Maybe I'll put the mid-century modern house over my face here, so you guys can go watch that.
Click on that, and we'll catch you next time. Let us know if you have questions or need anything, and if you want a house on Paris Mountain, we can help you do that. So, catch you next time.